Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we're here and we're playing NASCAR Heat 5, and it's time for the final episode of our Truck Series Championship as we push towards the final race and the final conclusion of all of our NASCAR Heat videos. So today is the final video for the NASCAR Heat Truck Series version of this series. Um, So, Charlotte Roval is up first. This is one of my favorite tracks to play in the game. I love racing Charlotte Roval. Um, it's a pretty good track for me. So, to get to play it is always something that I look forward to whenever I get to play a NASCAR game. So, we're going to jump in. We're going to start in last because it's always the fun challenge starting last at a road course, especially the road course that I am a big fan of. Only give myself 4 laps to clear this whole field. So, and it's even less time if a caution comes out. So, it's go time from like the start here. Let's see what we can do here for sure.
All clear.
So later this week we'll be playing Xfinity and we'll be playing Cup Series as we kind of push towards the playoffs of the Cup Series and push towards the championship race next week in the Xfinity Series. So the way these series worked, scheduling wise, we ended up with 5 of these videos, 6 Xfinity and 7 Cup, just the way that I laid it all out. So kind of fun there. Oh my god.
Nobody out back.
Wow. I hope you guys check out next week's video. In this time slot, though, it is the beginning of GT7 Racing Champions. Wanyá and I will be taking on 3 tracks each week, and we'll be racing on those tracks in Gran Turismo. It's a new series for us, new racing series, and also first time we've really committed to a Gran Turismo 7 series. So I'm excited about that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So definitely make sure you guys check that out on June 5th. It's gonna be taking the spot of this series, and then the week after, when Xfinity wraps up, it's gonna push to its it's gonna be regular time slot of Tuesdays. But yeah, June 5th we'll be launching that series. So next Monday, you should just check it out. Same time as this, 10 a.m. It's gonna be fun. I'm really excited to sit down and record that and get to play that. And, have you guys check it out. I'm excited for whatever he says about that. Of course, if you guys missed it, we've already been doing a few testing episodes of that. So you guys check out the test episodes. I believe episode 2 of that comes out in few days, I think Wednesday. So if you guys haven't seen the test videos, make sure you guys check that out. Test 1 was pretty cool because that was like the first time we really got to play the game together, and then test 2 was kind of going over the basics of the series and
2 laps left. Stay calm.
what you guys can expect. So there's that. So if you guys want to see more racing, check out Gran Turismo 7 Racing Champions next Monday, June 5th. But back in this series, as we wrap up the Truck Series Championship, we're in a good spot. We're 6th. We got not much more of the track to go, honestly. Not many more laps. We're already past the halfway point. We crossed that line. So in 5th, if we can kind of get clear of Creed and Chastain, we may be able to chase down the leader. It's going to be a tall order, considering he's already in the chicane. And we are not even onto the back straight yet, but
Power's calling a caution.
that caution changes everything. It's going to put us in a brilliant spot. We should have passed
Going
Chastain,
green.
but we didn't. So Johnny Sauter and then Tanner Gray's the guy in front of us.
Breaker's green. 2 laps left. Stay calm.
This puts us in a brilliant spot to just quickly get by Chastain and Gray, and then really set after Sauter. Sauter was gone. I think it was going to be hard to beat him, but that late caution really, really helped us. It did extend the race a little bit, of course, because that gave us this was the third lap you got to redo, essentially. So see if we can get by Sauter. Don't spin him out. Brilliant.
All clear.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Here we go. Up onto the banking. And I feel like we're in a good spot now. We're in a real good spot. Going down. Coming off of 2. Of course, the bank to turn 2. Into the chicane. Sauter's not going away. Sauter's definitely going to be potentially a problem here. Just wild seeing the door support trucks. Just thinking of how much they are always switching manufacturers. Because this was 2020, they were Fords, and they went to Toyotas. They were like a Chevy team for a year or two. Now they're back to Fords. Like, they're always switching up. I wouldn't be surprised if they were a Dodge team back in the day. They're always some different manufacturer. Guess whatever works. And they're always competitive. I don't know if it's just whatever deal brings in the money. I mean, obviously, I know that last season, or going into this year, there's a lot of shakeup in the trucks due to Kyle Busch switching to a Chevy team. Kind of switched up who was a Toyota team, who was a Ford team, who was a Chevy team. Kind of moved that around. So, of course, Haley Deegan's team she was on was David Gilliland Racing, which then became Tricon Garage, and they were Ford team. And then they became a Toyota team. So Toyota needed to have a team of development spot. Kyle Busch went to Chevy. So then Haley Deegan needed a spot, so Ford obviously is backing her. So you had Thorsport with a spot open, so she went there. There's a lot of movement in that that series for sure, just from Kyle Busch switching Cup team. Either way, we did win in Charlotte. It was good. That caution definitely helped us, because we did not take that lead officially and lead the lap until the last one. We did lead a part of lap 6, but it doesn't count because we didn't lead at the line. All right. Next race. Darlington. So we got Darlington, and then we have Homestead. So as we know, Homestead is the proper track to have a NASCAR championship at. That is 100% facts. That's why all 3 of our series are run with championship races at Homestead.
Green's out.
All right, so Darlington is a track that I am quite good at. It's one of my better tracks. There's a few tracks outside of road courses that I run at and feel confident at. Martinsville, Bristol, Darlington. Those are the ones that I would just like, if I was saying what are my best tracks, I'd say every road course plus Darlington, Bristol, Martinsville. And I guess if we're doing trucks, we'll say Eldora. So a lot of the tracks that are short tracks, I feel confident on. Of course, Richmond, outlier in that. Tracks that are shorter in distance, like New Hampshire, I feel like I'm solid there. I feel like towards the end of the race, I kind of struggle a little bit, but wouldn't say I'm bad in New Hampshire. Again, Darlington's one of those tracks that is a track on the shorter end of the schedule, so that's a track that I don't feel like I'm bad at. But either way, here we go. See what we got. 9 laps of racing here to the inside. We're making a move, of course. We qualified well. We qualified 7th. So got Zane Smith up here. The cool Wood Brothers throwback truck. That was a good one in 2020. Definitely like it. I'm trying to think of which one of these trucks I have as the diecast that are in any of this scheme. The one I'm driving. I think I have the Natalie Decker one as a throwback as a diecast. Probably. Yeah, I got that one. Got that before she completely fell off. I felt like in 2020 when she was starting racing in NASCAR. I think that she had potential to do good, but lots of times now I don't have the same confidence. I'll be honest with you. Why did I get that truck? Sheldon Creed Championship one, so it's not actually the game, but that paint scheme. I got a lot of the trucks. There's not that many that are made. Trying to think of the truck diecast that I have in general. Again, Natalie Decker, Haley Deegan, Sheldon Creed Championship truck, Kyle Busch, Sonoma win from last year. Got a Chase Elliott iRacing truck, I think, from Charlotte one year. A lot of the Haley Deegan ones that have been made. Pretty much every Haley Deegan truck that's available that was made, I have. Trying to think of other drivers that I have. I want to say I got a Kevin Harvick one from when we did Bristol Dirt. Yeah, I got that. I ordered the Zane Smith Championship one, but that did not get made. The trucks are the ones that get on the DNP list a lot more. I definitely got a few Cup ones, but because I got a lot of the diecasts that I don't show in videos. I don't do a video on the 164s, but I get a lot of the 164s. Trying to buy those. The 124s to do videos on ones that I bought on like eBay here or there, but not as frequent. I haven't really. The only ones that I've ever bought new, like 100% brand new from Vinyl Racing themselves, is the Haley Deegan truck from 2021. Close to new. I mean, I was the only one that ever bought it. I got a few Kevin Harvick ones. I got 4 that were from Circle B. But again, those weren't like right when they produced. They were a few years older. I had a 2018, 2019 New Hampshire wins, 2017 Texas win, and I think maybe 2017 or 18 Talladega car. But again, the only one that I bought that was like brand new, shipped right to me, was Haley Deegan truck. We did a video on every single one of those cars, too. Actually, maybe not 2 of the Kevin Harvick ones. I don't know if I showed off the signed ones. Kind of look. Maybe I didn't do one of the signed ones. Those don't really come out of their box. They kind of stay in protected. Oh my god. I love this game. It glitched when I won. That's fun. So that race doesn't count. But since this is a video, I'm not doing that race again just for the game to glitch. Sick. Glad that we're at the point where we play music. If you didn't know, I have the music turned off to not get copyright claims on the video, so hopefully that didn't play for that long, but yeah. NASCAR Heat 5 in no way is a perfect game. There's a lot of issues with this, but any game is better than NASCAR 21 Ignition. So, that's why we played this. So I did this series. Alright, so we won it, but this time, unfortunately,
Be ready. Ready.
fuck.
Outside, outside.
Darlington's glitched. Fuck. Well, here's what we're gonna do. Since this season is lost, basically, can't get by Darlington. It's glitched if you crash. It's glitched if you finish the race. I'm gonna go into the season, and I'm gonna see which 4 drivers are qualified for the playoffs, because for some reason the playoffs also messed themselves up, and it didn't make a whole proper playoff. It kind of just went through and put 4 drivers in. I think it's myself, Sheldon Creed, Ross Chastain, one other driver. Let's see. Championships. View standings. Alright, so it's myself, Creed, Chastain, and Gilliland. And since it's only the 4 of us that are in the playoffs and nobody's getting eliminated, that's what we're going to go with. So, we'll delete that season because it's broken. We'll go to trucks. And then we'll go find any of these ones that I own as a diecast. Don't think so. All right, so let's go to Homestead. What's our record at Homestead? 1-3. All right, so we're gonna see how Chastain, Gilliland, and Creed do against us. And this will determine who the champion is for our season, because the game decided to break at that one track. If it just broke when I won and then it let me crash out, I would have been okay. But it didn't let me crash out. It kind of just let it crashed the game again. So we'll see. Get out the grass, dude. All right, do a lap of Homestead in qualifying. I'm expecting to be about 15th to 20th.
Just like in practice.
That's where I'm going to guess that I'll be. But we will see. Alright, here we go. Come off of 4. 31, 32, 33, 34.61. So yeah, 15th. I know where I tend to qualify in these tracks. Alright.
Have a good day. Stay sharp. Drive smart.
Of course.
Got one inside.
We're doing stages apparently? Okay.
Clear low.
Did not want to do that, but guess we don't really have an option.
Clear all around.
It's fine, stages don't take that long.
Still there. Still there.
Alright. Can I get the draft, please, off this dude? No?
Got one outside
Fucking
now.
Johnny Sauter's trying to crash me. Who would have fucking thought? Oh god, we're glitching again. There's Chastain.
Left
There
side,
he
left
is.
side's clear.
One of our championship rivals, and I think Todd Gilliland's in front of him.
Careful, still there. Car there on the outside.
Big push off into the corner. Wow. Sauter's coming through.
Top 10 that stage. That's worth a few points.
Damn. All the drivers I need to beat are in front of me. I'm gonna pit now, knowing that we have stages.
Have a good day. Stay sharp. Almost ready. Bottom lane's moving.
And I'm done for the race. So
Still there.
again, as we know in this game, I like running worn out tires. So
Hard from
I
the
feel like
outside.
me being
Outside.
on those worn out tires and everybody pits will actually be an advantage.
Careful, still there.
Because I feel like it's something that
All clear. No pressure from behind.
does help me in a race. I mean, we've seen it at Darlington. I was not catching St. Smith. Once my tires started to wear out, there were about 3 laps to go in that race, and the tires started to wear down. we were in a good spot. So
Careful, still there. Clear all around.
I'm gonna hope that
Nobody out back.
with this we will be in a good spot to do a similar, similar thing. This track
Got one outside
will have
now.
some worn out tires. It'll slide around a little bit. Gives me a little bit more movability, which I like. In a NASCAR game, I want my car sliding around. I want it to be a little less grippy. You know, if I'm playing F1, I'm playing Gran Turismo, I want that car stuck to the track. I do not want it moving. But in this, give me a car that is all over the track. Give me something that's sliding, drifting, everything. Coming to the end of the stage, we're going to be up to 12th because those new tires were an advantage against all the AI on older tires. But now, as we're in a spot that everybody else around us is going to pit, we should be in a good spot.
Be ready here. Coming to the cross flag, halfway this time by. Right side clear.
The issue here is fuel. 8 laps of fuel. Meanwhile, there's 10 laps of racing to go. Will we get a late race caution here that puts us in a scenario that fuel isn't a factor?
Clear left.
Again, we can kind of let off a little bit. Doesn't matter if Austin Hill's ahead of us. Quite frankly, it doesn't matter if Johnny Sauter's ahead of us. We got hard into Austin Hill there. I thought he was going to spin for a moment. Banging doors with Sauter. Sauter's been a bit of a problem.
Right, please.
Honestly, this whole episode. Show some displeasure to him.
Still there.
Drove it real deep into that corner. Who's behind? Who is in the 23? I don't even know who drove that year. Once I say the name, I'll be like, oh yes.
Inside.
Oh yes, Brett Moffitt. Bro, stop. Creed's getting away from you, though. That's the problem here.
All clear. All clear. By himself.
We got 4 laps of fuel.
Still there. Car outside. Nobody out back. 5 to go. This time by. Inside. All right.
3 laps of fuel. We're not getting that caution that we need. Creed is pushing us through that corner. This is it. The whole season on the line here at Homestead.
Left side.
Creed making a move to the bottom. cannot let him get away from us.
Nobody out back. At your bumper. Clear high, clear high.
Tires beginning to be a problem here. Fuel is a problem.
Clear and behind you.
Todd Gilliland into us. Chastain and Creed, we're all together here. 3 laps of racing, only 1 lap of fuel remaining. Will my tire even hang on? That's the real question. Chastain in the wall. I'm into the wall. Fuel's running low.
Gotta take care of those tires. Got one inside.
Oh my god, everybody's crashing.
Caution.
I'm gonna have to pit. We're only taking right sides. We're not repairing the damage. And we're only taking half a can of fuel. That still puts us way behind.
Drive safe. Be
Only
smart.
2 laps can we get to the front.
Be smart. 2 to go.
Had I known it was going to put me this far back, I would have just took 4 tires and repaired the damage. But we're in the spot that we're in. I don't know if we can drive through this whole field in that time, but
Bottom looks good. Fuel's gotta be low, driver. Let's spin this lap.
everybody else is on significantly older tires.
Next time it's a different flag. It'll be the checkered. Clear left. Clear right.
Don't think it's going to be enough. Our bet on a caution is going to cost us the championship.
Bring her in. You're low on gas. Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
We'll finish the season in 10th. Damn.
Nice job.
Either way, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.